Let us do this question. In this case, is a simple pendulum is present and a bob which has been projected with a velocity of root 4 GL from here. It has projected from root 4 GL from here. It will go to some place here, and at this position it will fall down, and he is asking this theta. This angle theta has been asked. This is angle theta and it will be lost here. So at this position, the ball is going to fall down. So at this position, tension will be equal to 0. At this position, tension will be equal to 0. This is what we have to understand. At this position, tension will be equal to 0. Now, let me draw the forces that are present here. So the forces that are present are upward direction, tension will be present, downward direction, mg, and centrifugal force, let us take it as in this direction, away from the center. So I will write the equation as tension is equals to centrifugal force plus m into g at this place. Okay. Then let us write here also. Here mg is acting in this way. Tension is acting in this way. And this is my 90 minus theta. This is my 90 minus theta. So mg's component in this direction would be mg sine theta, and centrifugal force will be directed away from center like this. So I will write centrifugal force is equals to mg sine theta plus tension T. But at this place, tension T is 0. So centrifugal force can be written as F is equals to mg sine theta plus 0. So centrifugal force at that place is mg sine theta. Centrifugal force, we know that is mv square by r is equals to our mg sine theta. So mv square by r is equals to mg sine theta. M and m gets cancelled. V square is equals to r into g sine theta. So we'll see what is that r. R is nothing but the length of the string. So v square is equals to gl sine theta. We'll keep this aside. V square is equals to how much? Gl sine theta. Now I will apply work energy theorem to this body. Then we can find out the angle theta. So at this place, the potential energy is 0 and the kinetic energy is equals to half m v. In the place of v, we'll put root 4 gl whole square. That is nothing but half m root 4 gl whole square is 2gl. So root 4 gl whole square is 4gl. So root 4 gl whole square is 4gl. That is nothing but it is 2 mgl is the kinetic energy at this place. Now, let us find out the height at which this body is present. This is the height. So this height is nothing but how much? L sine theta. This height is L sine theta. So, and this height is L. So the final potential energy is equals to mg into L plus L sine theta. That is the final potential energy. And final kinetic energy is equals to half mv square, where this v square I can write it as gl sine theta. So half m into gl sine theta. Okay, so this is, now I'll apply work energy theorem. Initial potential energy minus final potential energy is equals to final kinetic energy minus initial work done by gravity is equals to change in kinetic energy. Work done by gravity is initial potential energy minus final potential energy is equals to final kinetic energy minus initial kinetic energy. Initial potential energy is 0. Final potential energy is mg into L plus L sine theta is equals to final kinetic energy. Final kinetic energy is equals to half mgl sine theta minus the initial kinetic energy is minus 2 mgl. I'll bring this 2 mgl here and this minus mgl sine theta there. So 2 mgl will be equal to half mgl sine theta plus mgl plus mgl sine theta. So this is what we are going to get. That would be this mgl. I'll send it here. That would be 2 mgl minus mgl is equals to 3 by 2 mgl sine theta. So 2 mgl minus mgl is mgl, which is equals to 3 by 2 mgl sine theta. mgl and mgl gets cancelled. So sine theta is equals to how much? Sine theta is equals to 2 by 3. The sine theta is equals to how much? 2 by 3, or theta is equals to sine inverse of 2 by 3. Theta is equals to how much? Sine inverse of 2 by 3. This is the theta. This one. This one is sine inverse of 2 by 3. Okay. I hope you understood this. This is sine inverse of 2 by 3. So that is angle theta. If you want this entire angle, then you have to add pi by 2 this, or 90 degrees to this, because this is 90 degrees. If they ask you the entire angle, add pi by 2 to this. If not, if this angle is asked, that is sine theta is 2 by 3, or theta is equals to sine inverse of 2 by 3. I hope you understood this. If you have any doubt, you can ask. Thank you.